Yo, it's Why Try Guys, aka Harambe, parkouring my way into a brand new video. And welcome back to another live stream, and today we are back with episode number 9 of the podcast series today with myself, my co-guest here, Lobster. Today we're going to have some fun, cause some carnage. Obviously it is the penultimate one before I do go off to America, so obviously episode 10 is definitely got some spice. Have been a little bit organised with that. We had a last minute dropout. Had to rearrange something. Lobster had mic issues. We had an assistant on by as well. Looking forward to it. We're rocking with that wide hat, wearing the ridiculous gloves as we do. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you guys have any questions, ask away in the chat. Obviously if it goes too far, they will respond with the famous I am Mudkipped, so I don't push the boundaries too much. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the podcast, episode 6 of River's gone up as well. Exclamation mark podcast. You can check that out as well. We got the Mudkip himself with the boss kit just lying there on his head. Obviously, we are joined today by Dawn. As you can see, Dawn's @ and her Twitch is in the title. If you haven't gone and check them out, make sure to do so. Such an amazing person. I've not had much encounters with them. It's probably my first time talking, so it's going to be fun for myself today. Hopefully you're doing well. We see Stoppy in the chat as well, saying hi to the boss Kip. But first off, how are you doing, Lobster? And are you ready for this?
Doing okay. Upset at Discord, yes. Well, overall, pretty okay.
So, Dawn, do you want to introduce yourself for the people who don't know you here, and yeah, give a bit of introduction about yourself.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I don't know what much else to say, except I just want to make a comment on this because I noticed, because I have the stream pulled up as well. Mudkip Piplup.
Yeah, I planned
Piplup's
it.
one of my favourite Pokemon, so me seeing Mudkip Piplup was spiky.
Another thing is, Dawn does go by they and them, just so you know.
Hey them. Yeah, I know, I only got yelled at by Stop It.
Yeah.
Can't be Switzerland. I can't be Switzerland in this one.
Did you get message? Did you get DM'd?
Well, I said we're ready for her originally, and they said it said them. So my apologies. Yeah, I'm terrible with that type of stuff. I apologise in advance.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to the podcast. First off, how are you doing today? We'll start off simple.
Doing okay. My brain's a bit frazzled because I was... sorry. I'm not used to doing stuff like this, so warning for people who are also watching this. Hi, I've never done something like this before.
It's okay. We have no preparations too, so it's totally okay. No pizza question? A pizza question? Lobster, I'll let you ask the pizza question. Because it's every on the channel.
Yeah. So on the podcast, there's one question that we always ask, and it's about pineapple on pizza. Are you yes or no on it?
Hawaiian used to be my favourite pizza, so I have to say yes.
Yeah,
Mitch's gonna hate that.
It's honestly a massive debate on our show. So, I don't know what the current standing is. Apparently mine doesn't count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 6 to 3.
Yeah.
So by episode 10, it is guaranteed yes when it is overall.
Well, unless I count for 2, and then just to make it a tiebreaker.
You don't count.
So obviously just before we started this, I did ask them for their favourite number, which was 100 and... what was it, 33?
Yeah, 133.
So I'm gonna... so what I would have asked, why we diverted it and asked for a second number, because that would be absolutely criminal, is what's your top 133 games of all time?
Oh! You would have just got a list of most of the Pokemon games. As part of that list, I just give a warning.
So,
it would have been a Pokemon fan.
So, we'll dial it back from 133 because I believe that would be criminal, even though maybe I could be mean. And
We'll be here for the whole podcast.
let's
on the
go.
question.
Do I be mean? You know, we'll be nice for now because I've got some evil questions later. Obviously, the second number they said was 12. So, we want the top 12, starting with 12, and going to number 1, and why.
Okay, I just need to quickly rank them. There will still be quite a bit of Pokemon on there. I just want you.
Yeah.
Pokemon nerd. I'm also looking at my games. So that would be... Okay, that would be 100% first. That'd be second. I'm rank... Can I open a notepad?
Yeah, like, you do whatever would help you, you know what I mean? How's Boss Kit today while we're just waiting for them to rank?
Like hanging out.
Just
on the
hanging out.
head.
He looks like he's
Probably gonna fall.
sunbathing. He looks like he's sunbathing and just like, you know, gazing off into the stars, you know, at night.
Yeah, well, he got stuck to the wall last time, so.
Yeah. Question? Oh, we got a question for Boss Kip. Is that spot comfy?
I'm not gonna. I'll skip.
I think he's sleeping on the job.
Should do mobile games count?
But Buster isn't responding.
Does what game count?
Mobile games.
You know what? Just for you? No.
Oh.
Never ask a question. If you ever ask a question about specifics, why try to say no if it seems easier on you?
Okay.
I would say never.
That just means you're gonna get a larger Pokemon run.
That's fine.
If you're gonna ask a question, it's better to ask someone that's behind the scenes.
Wow, it's all part of the extra. You'll get tougher questions later, so. Now a potato decided to message me. But yeah, if chat has any questions, you're more than welcome to ask, and then, you know what I mean, it saves me being evil.
Oh wait, I need to move. I just forgot a game, and I now need to move everything down like 5 spots.
Let's go. I don't know what worse is to come. It's the podcast. You know what? I don't even know yet. Like, only like 30 minutes ago, we knew who our guest was. I planned episode 10 better, ish. I'm not spoiling anything to Dawn. Oh, wait till you see my episode 10 person stop it.
I'm looking for one more game. That is literally it. I have 11 out of the 12 games ranked right now. I can't remember what my 12th was, so currently having that moment of brain go brr.
I'm lucky because my lucky number's 3, so.
Yeah, imagine having 133 games. There's my mum just walking into the room. We love to see it.
I couldn't name that many.
Really? What about 8 of them would be Pokemon? You got it? You got 12?
Yes. So my first one is Pokemon Shining Pearl, because I'm a huge Gen 4 fan, but I ran through that game so quick and I didn't return back to it properly, that like it doesn't hold as many memories as most of the other games on this list, right? But it's the Gen 4 game I mostly played, so I have to have it on there, right? And then Pokemon Shield, first Pokemon game I played on the Switch. How much did that get? It took me forever to complete that game. That was the first game I actually took forever to complete. But, did the Dynamax Adventures there. Still have not caught my shiny Lunala. Still salty about that. Shiny Lunala that is not nice to me. Pokemon Violet. My first ever random shiny was in Pokemon Violet. I got Goomy, who I named Goom. Violet is the Pokemon game I've probably played for the second most hours, behind the Pokemon game that will be at the top of my list. Actually, is it at the top of my list or is it the top of my Pokemon game? The top of my list, literally at number 1, is the one I've spent the longest on. Not saying there's no more Pokemon games in between, but I have shiny hunted, done well, completed the whole story, including the whole DLC. I love Violet, as well as some of the new Pokemon introduced, including the Paradox Pokemon. So yeah. Okay, the last Pokemon one for a while. Let's go Eevee. My lucky number originally was 133 because Eevee. So Eevee. Had to put that on there. Balloons Tower Defense 6. I've been playing the Balloons franchise since 3. I still play Balloons a lot. Wizard Monkey, best monkey. No, Buccaneer, best monkey. Wizard Monkey, second best monkey. Tower Defense 2.
I enjoy Balloons Tower Defense. It's really fun.
Yeah, it really is. Tower Salem 2, because they at least reworked Tower Salem 1. I'm sad Transporter isn't in it anymore, but I have over 3,000 games in the first, and I do play the second a lot. So, and Social Deduction's where I get started. I didn't count Blood on the Clock Tower for this list, or that would be quite high up. Moonlight Valley! The only reason it's this low on the list, we're at 6 by the way, is because I spent way too long having to grind out the game recently to finish the start off, so I'm a bit burnt out on that game. But it still makes it in the top half. Next is Pokemon X, the first game I actually played of Pokemon. I've been in the anime since I was a fan of the anime since I was 4. So the first time I actually played a Pokemon game, which was around when I was 11ish, was Pokemon X. I lost my original save file, sadly. So lost my Mega Lucario, lost my Gardevoir, which one of my favourite Pokemon Gardevoirs. But I got to play it again and I actually completed that save file. First Pokemon game I ever completed as well. Number 4, Sims 4. I did not realise I put that at number 4, but Sims 4. I have every single pack for that game. I have hundreds of mods, thousands of custom content. I played way too much of that game. Stoppy can confirm if Stoppy's still in chat. Me and Stoppy spent ages talking about Sims 4. Number 3, surprise to no one, Stardew Valley. Randomized Stardew, modded Stardew, normal Stardew. I basically have a Stardew addiction. Also, I always marry Abigail. Unless it's modded, then Sophia's an option. But Abigail's my favourite. Number 2. Now it would be more surprising if this game was my brain is it's more surprising if this game wasn't on the list. Minecraft.
Yeah, good on Minecraft.
Bedrock or Java?
So many mod packs. Yeah. Java. I did start on Bedrock though.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I started Java, lost everything, returned with Bedrock in 2020, and then I still open Bedrock every so often, but not often. But modded Java, vanilla servers. I mostly play modded, including like stuff like all the mods and stuff. Planning and all the mods to the Sky playthrough soon. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah. Number 1, as I mentioned, there's a Pokemon game at number 1. Ultra Moon. The one I have the most hours in. I hunted all the legendaries. Screw you, Uxie. If you want that story, I will tell it at some point. But, I do not like Uxie. I caught all legendaries. I got shinies from the wormholes. I don't count those as like my first random shiny because I was actively hunting the wormhole shinies, right? But completed the whole story. I spent just, I think, a good at least 100 hours just doing the wormholes.
Nice.
And I remember trying to stay up all night after release day trying to complete that game as quick as possible, like I did with every Pokemon game back then. So Ultra Moon has to be the top of that list.
Fair. First off, welcome Beast, by the way. If you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask in chat. We have a question from Stoppy. Who is the best doggo named Bella, since you know 3 people with the dog named Bella?
Okay, let's think. Actually, no, it's an obvious question. It's Bella. So, that's going to sound stupid because all 3 of them have the name Bella. But I just have to say Boop the Doggo, but also Stoppy's dog Bella. I get doggo pics basically every day. I always Boop the Doggo, and yeah, the doggo's adorable.
There you go, stop it. Number 1. So you talked about playing a lot of hours of certain games. What is your most played game of all time, and how many hours was it?
I can't give an accurate answer. I will explain why. I played the web browser version of this game, so I don't have my Steam hours. But considering Town of Salem games tend to take at least 20 minutes, I have over 3,000 games in Town of Salem 1. So I probably have near 1,000 hours in Town of Salem. And that would definitely be my highest rated.
Rookie numbers, 1 hour. 1,000 rookie numbers. I've just got double that.
But Minecraft doesn't count, because I can't get the hours of Minecraft, because it's probably beaten by Minecraft.
Isn't there a way with modded?
I play on so many different servers is the problem. Like, I play over so much.
You have to add it all up. Why Scary Berry?
I'm not good with new people, so I was scared to ask Barry to change the board, which, if we could reset the board, because it was very one-sided, right?
Yeah.
And so I basically went for a pretty humiliating failure on my team's side because of how bad my board was. It was still for fun anyway, but yeah, I was scared of Barry when we first met. I'm no longer scared of Barry, but now that made the joke of Scary Barry.
Fair enough. What's your highest hint you have given for a code name?
I think I've given a 5.
5?
I remember what it was.
Rookie numbers.
You haven't given an 8 yet? You haven't given an 8?
No, I had a board where there was 5 animals on the board, and I just put animal 5 because all of them were on my team.
Yeah, I think me and Mudkips have done 8 before.
I've done 9 before. Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, you did 9, and it actually worked
I've had
as well.
I think connected. It's just I'm not knowing it.
Yeah, you never want to play code names with me. I like doing 6s or 7s, and they could be a wild stretch. What's your like background in like gaming type thing, like different types of consoles you've had?
I am very dedicated to one company of the 3 main console companies, I will be honest. My background is my first proper console was a Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS, Nintendo Wii, 3DS, then obviously onto Switch. But I also now own a Wii U. I own a GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. Most of my gaming background comes from Nintendo, as you might have guessed by the huge Pokemon list. I forgot to put Animal Crossing on that list. I knew I screwed up on that list somewhere. I was a huge Animal Crossing fan. But yeah, my background comes from Nintendo and a bit of like PC gaming, like, you know, like the old like CD games and stuff like Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff like that. I used to play those as a kid as well. So my background, a bit of PC, but mostly Nintendo.
What's your worst and favorite Nintendo game?
My least favorite Nintendo game. A Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. 100%. I hate Mystery Dungeon. It stopped me from playing Pokemon games until X. When I first played Mystery Dungeon, I think Blue Rescue Team. Hated it. Never played Pokemon again until X. My favorite, I think, gonna be pretty obvious, but Ultra Moon. Yeah, again, Pokemon Ultra Moon has to be.
I know. So I asked a mean question on
comment.
Not On. You should definitely ask a mean question. You know, we gotta get you know, can't be too easy. You know what I mean?
That's two. That's two now for dropping Mudkip. Because I got excited.
No, you just need to get to 133 times.
I'm a big, like, you came back when it comes to Generation 6 and that. I recommend Generation 5. I forget
I've
if
never
you're
played
talking.
Gen 5 because I used to hate it as a kid. I don't hate Gen 5 anymore. I respect Gen 5, I just haven't played it, right?
I recommend playing Gen 5. Gen 5 is fun.
Explanation. As a kid, my online username comes from Pokemon, from Dawn. She left the anime as the Gen 5 anime started. Yeah, I had a grudge against Gen 5 as a kid. I don't anymore, but I just never really got into the Gen 5 game.
So, a question for Stoppy. And I'm going to add to it to be even more evil. So, Stoppy says, name 12 pushes you can have for the rest of your life. No repeats or similar types of plushes, as in Pokemon. I'm going to make that one step evil. You're not allowed Pokemon plushes in the 12.
So first of all, Millie. Millie I've had since I was 3. Goes everywhere with me. Like, when I go away to stay overnight, I can't go without Millie, right? Obviously, like, that one has to be in there. My soft Winnie the Pooh. It took me forever to get that last year. I was trying to win it from the claw machine. It took me forever. My rainbow, not my rainbow. Well, still my rainbow like plushie. That's it's not a squishmallow, but it's similar style. That's about as big as my head, and I can use as a pillow. And then my galaxy alien squishmallow. It's a pastel galaxy space alien. I should be on one. I think I'm on 5 now out of 12.
Yeah.
My pastel rainbow dragon. Definitely that one. 6. It's the base one. The basic one, Stoppy. I'm on 6. I'm trying to think. Because I have this monkey I got as a kid. That was one of my favourites as a kid that I would have called Cinders, I would say. But that's 7. Beauty, which is a Sleeping Beauty, like, themed, like, plush that, Build-A-Bear I got as a remembrance to someone who was close to me when she died. So I think I'm on 8 now. And, Tinkerbell, which is not a Tinkerbell plushie, but had a cute little dress and reminded me of Tinkerbell, even though pink. A plushie I got after being ill. A cute little pink bear. 3 more. This is tricky because I know it already would have been done because the amount of Piplops I would have put, the Piplop and the Flareon I would have put. My Starlight Glimmer Build-A-Bear. My friend got me with a little friendship bracelet tied around the neck. For Christmas one year. That'd be 10. Little mini blue owl squishmallow. What my other best friend got, IRL best friend got for me, my birthday one year. It's 11, and it's the last one's gonna be trickiest. a little white doggo with a purple hat that I got the day I was born.
Fair enough.
Called Pearl.
I'll stop here. I made sure they couldn't use any Pokemon in the 12, so you're welcome. But yeah, Lobster, before we go on to the next question from Stop here, give me a number, by the way.
3.
3? Okay, so out of those 12 you just named, you're only allowed to keep 3 of them and the rest has to go. Which 3 are you keeping and why?
Billy's been there literally forever. I have to keep Beauty, as I mentioned. It was kind of like, Beauty is mine, but it was brought in a way of, this isn't mine, this is the person who passed away and I'm looking after it because I was a kid, right? And she passed away and I was really close to her. And I want to keep Tinkerbell, but at the same time, like, it's tricky because it's just I'm just thinking right now. I'm gonna choose my Technoblade U2s. Even though I want to choose Tinkerbell, I'm gonna have to choose my Technoblade U2s because, as I mentioned, was such a comfort YouTuber to me, right?
Yeah. Okay, next one from Stop It. Yeah, so far no Mudkip, but we'll spice the questions up in a little bit. They'll definitely get a Mudkip. Important never said I was Mudkip either, to be fair. Question from Stop It is, what is your dream cosplay?
That's tricky. If I could do any cosplay. Here's the thing, I would have had a different answer. Except I've already done what my original dream cosplay was, right?
Right.
I got to do that last year. It was my Technoblade cosplay. But I've already done it, so can't really do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've already done that, I can't do that. And I'm going to choose a cosplay I've technically done, but I did very basic closet. And I would love to do a full-blown Deceit cosplay or Janice cosplay. Right?
Right.
I literally only had like a yellow t-shirt and a black cardigan instead of like, Janice has a full-blown cape, like full-on like big shirt, like hat, snake makeup, gloves. I would love to do a full-blown Janice cosplay. But I didn't have the stuff when I was cosplaying that, and I literally could only go an outfit that was the colour scheme, so like an inspired outfit, not an actual cosplay of him. Right.
Yeah. You know what, Mudkip? I'll let you ask the next one.
Actually, I wish I could have changed my answer, because it would be Dawn from Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah. Good old. I'll wait for the fun fact. I'll ask a little bit like what I'd like to do. Which is Pokemon. Like, I'm a big Pokemon person. Like, because we kind of already know your you're like number 1. Let's say like your top 5 Pokemon probably.
Like, it's not my favorite Pokemon.
I said we kind of know what yours is. That's why I said top 5, and then also favorite type.
Okay, I've got my top 4. It's just, what do I put in the 5th? Because I don't want to be predictable and put 4 evolutions in my top 5, and only one of them not be an evolution / Eevee. So I have to. Okay, actually no, that's obvious. 5th, Gardevoir, 100%. Favorite Mega, favorite everything. 4th, Sylveon. 2nd favorite evolution, not including Eevee in that list. Also, bit of spoilers, but also my favorite type. 3rd, Eevee. Evolutions are like all in my like top 15, 20, so Eevee had to be here. 2nd, think you all saw this coming, Piplup. Piplup is my 2nd favorite. Pippa, the nickname I gave my Piplup. And number 1, and has been my favorite for a long, long time, is Flareon. It's always my favorite evolution. I have literally got my Flareon plushie like over here, literally next to me. Actually, my Flareon plushie's right next to me. My favorite type is fairy. I have 7 fairy types on my PTU team at the end of the campaign. Like, Stoppy's character was a type specialist, but then a fire type specialist, but then I went, so I collect all the fairies now.
Yeah. Like that, the Plup thing is a similar thing with me with Mudkip. Mudkip is number 2, not number 1 for me. It's something that, yeah, it throws people off. It's like, oh, your favorite's this one. It's like, no, it's not.
Welcome to
Number
the
2,
podcast,
not
by
number
the
1.
way, Natalia. If you've got questions, you're more welcome to ask away, and then we'll get them answered as best as we can. 7 games you have not played, which you'll never play, and why?
I'll never play.
Yeah, so games you have never played, you'll never play. 7 games you'll never play, and why?
It's weird. It's weird because there's not often I will not give a game a shot. I will say that. Like, there's games that obviously I played like once that I would never return to, but never play at all. Like, never give a try at all. That's tricky. I'm trying to think. Because, like... Sorry, this is extremely... Can I Google to see if there are games based on... I'm gonna Google, sorry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm not a totally, completely evil.
Just mostly
I'm
evil.
not gonna be predictable and name all of these because that would just be an easy like 7. There's more than 7 of these games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say any Doctor Who game for one category.
Okay.
I hate Doctor Who. I will never play a Doctor Who game.
What's that? It fell off again.
I am struggling with this. Because I decided not to take the easy way out and just list Doctor Who games.
Oh, and to be honest, I wouldn't have let you do it anyway. I would have cut you off and said nope.
Yeah.
Poppy's Playtime. I'm not a big fan of horror. I played Project Playtime, but I haven't played Poppy's, so Poppy's counts, right? I will not play Poppy's Playtime. I can't say I will not play the FNAF because I do own all the FNAF games and plan to try and play them, so I can't say FNAF. Actually, I can say FNAF AR. I can say FNAF AR. FNAF AR is a real world one, and I'm only playing FNAF because of a sub goal. The problem is that one shows your location and stuff, so privacy concerns, right?
Yep.
So, FNAF AR world, FNAF AR just special delivery. It's called. No way in hell. I'm literally looking at what games my friends own that I said I would never play with them. Right?
Fair.
I would probably never play GTA 5. Just never kind of seemed like my thing, you know. And DBD. GTA 5 and DBD. I think I'm on 5 now.
Yep.
That's so GTA 5, Dead by
2 more.
Daylight. Devour, again, scary game. And very unlikely I would ever play Power World
Fair.
as well.
I can agree with Power World.
And you
What's,
see, most of them are scary games.
yeah. What's a game you have played which is your least favourite?
Fortnite.
You're not a Fortnite fan? With the new car reality?
I'm not a shooter games fan. I'm not a shooter games fan at all. I have played Call of Duty, I played Fortnite, I played Overwatch. I am not returning to any of those, but I decided to say Fortnite.
Lobster
Because
loves
I'm
the
way too
cars for this season.
I'm coming. That one. I'm coming to that one. You know, the amount of times Fortnite's been brought up would be at least favorite for many people at this point.
Well, it's understandable, like...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand. I can understand why.
It's not really a casual game you can just chill and play. It's really for the sweats who basically have no life and play it 24/7, so...
Yeah, we see how our casual goes.
Yeah,
I'm a cozy game player.
You just get hit by a car and die in one hit for full health.
The car, I hate the cars so much.
Go on,
I got second one time I played Fortnite.
Have you ever won on Fortnite?
No, the most I came was second by hiding the whole game when I first played it.
You know what? One time you'll have to join us. Me and Lobster will get you a Fortnite Royale win.
I'd probably play it once and then never again. I do not like Fortnite, as I mentioned.
Yeah, we'll get you the victory Royale, and then you can retire as the winner. You're like, I've got my one win. My last game I won. Beat that.
Yeah.
Okay, before we spice up the questions and ask more difficult ones, we'll keep it on the playing film. If you could go anywhere in the world, which 3 places would you want to go to and why?
Japan, Tokyo. I'm not a big anime fan, but I've always wanted to go to the Poke Center Japan because I tried to go to the New York one, and it was mostly just Nintendo now. So I think that's the only and also I've always been kind of fascinated by Japanese culture and stuff. The other 2 places are going to be historical because history nerd. Greece, specifically Athens. Mythology nerd. Also, I know the story of Athens and why Athena and Poseidon hate each other, and that's kind of part of the reason. And by the way, Tokyo was number 1. I might mention, I kind of said them in the wrong order. The third one would probably be Rome. I was a huge fan of learning about ancient Romans as well as even Roman mythology, which very Greco-Roman, very intertwined. So yeah.
Okay. Another question from Stoppy. She's pulling out all this stuff. Save me be evil yet. I've still got my evilness to come. If you could live in any time era, including ancient times, where would you visit / live?
That's the thing. I probably wouldn't live in any of them except modern, because honestly, a lot of those times you gotta think about the amount of atrocities that happen. Like, the world is not perfect, but it's progressed at least. You know what I mean? But visit. So I'm willing to say this. I'm British. I'm a huge Tudor history nerd. So probably sometime during the reign of Henry VIII. Just to see what Britain was like at that time.
Huh? What's your unluckiest number?
7.
Fair enough. You know what? We'll do this. 7 people, because it's your unlucky number, are friends who you would want to meet online who you have not yet met. Starting with 7, going to number 1. We're going to rank it.
This is illegal because I can't say B. This is illegal because I can't say B, because me and B have met twice now.
Yeah, you cannot say
I don't know who
people you
number
met.
1 is gonna be. I know who number 1's gonna be. I know who number 2 is gonna be.
Okay. So you just got.
3, I'm gonna put that person. I think that person will be surprised. 4, I'm gonna put that person. 6. I've got 4 and 5. I did kind of together almost. You know what I mean? 6 would be that person. 7. 7's a tricky one. Because, there's so many friends I can accidentally leave out, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's how it usually works.
That's
You realize
why
after,
I could have been nice and said 133 if you really wanted to.
Okay, 7 would be Minnie. I've known Minnie for 3 years. Minnie's the reason I know basically everyone I know now. Right?
Right.
Six would be your trainees. Runs Clock Tower, I literally play weekly to twice weekly, so makes sense. Fifth would be Ryan. Good Clock Tower friend. Jokingly annoys the hell out of me, but I annoy the hell out of him in return. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mutual annoyance.
Yeah.
Number 4, Ghost. AKA screw him. For context, for everyone, me and Ghost jokingly insult each other all the time. That's how our friendship works. As I said, number 3, the person will be surprised by this, but Dragon. You don't talk much, but you're awesome. Number 2 be Weepin. I talk to Weepin. Weepin's one of the 3 people I talk to basically every day. Well, we're only up to number 1, and the question is, did I put Stoppy on this list? And the answer is yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say no, just to be savage, but then being evil.
I would have said no. Yeah, just a mess.
You should no. What you should have said. This is how you should answer. You should have said no. I chose another name, and then like, no, I'm only joking. Stop it. You're number 1. So it gets to it, and then you're like, no, I'm kidding. It's you.
Yeah.
So you play on the heartstrings. That's how you do it. It's suspense.
Like with my reaction, it's because I'm very tired still. So I'm very.
Yeah, 12-hour live stream over here, helping out.
Yeah, and then up for 21 hours straight. Yeah.
Please get some rest after this.
No, I got sleep. I crashed last night.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
I didn't realise I misunderstood the sentence slightly, so I was confused.
It's alright. I remember doing a 48-hour, did 4 hours sleep, and I was back functioning the next same day.
I did a 24-hour. It took so much out of me.
Is that your longest stream you've ever done?
Yes, I half fell asleep in the middle of Power Wash. In the last hour, it kind of drifted off for about half an hour.
That's not really. If you fell asleep during it, that means you haven't done it without sleep.
Okay, then I did 23 hours.
Okay, there.
Because I fell asleep a tiny bit in the last hour.
Yeah, 72 hours.
Tommy, you slept during that.
Yeah.
Tommy, you slept during that. I can confirm because I was your mod on duty. Sometimes during the early mornings for you.
Well, see, one time I tried to do a 72-hour without sleep. I crashed out on a beam chair. That thing got deleted. But no, the max I've done without sleep is 48. Even though that was when I was probably younger.
If you want me to say till the end of stream, like till when I ended stream, if I stayed awake the whole stream and not include like I fell asleep near the end, so avoid the 24-hour one. I did 18 back in May. Almost fell asleep during Farming Sim, but didn't.
I think people forget it's like staying up multiple days is probably easier than staring at a screen, constantly trying to entertain. It's a different type of energy it takes out, and definitely not recommended.
Yeah, why do you think I haven't streamed? I could say it.
Get back to streaming.
You think I have the energy?
Another question from Stop It. What do you do with a sleepy otter?
And steal the pirate hat and hide under the pirate hat.
There you go.
I think it's fun fact time.
Fun fact of the day. Go on, hit us with your fun fact, which I will not know because I don't know anything. So let's hear it.
Yeah, to be fair, you don't know that much anyways. It doesn't even matter I say. But the earliest version, like the first game of Blood on the Clock Tower that was played, it was in July 26th of 2014. Words. It was a very early. It was a very early version, and there's evidence from good old Tumblr because gotta love Tumblr and having old stuff. Yeah. While the original game was like the starter and all that released in 2022, I believe.
I've been playing since 2022, I will say.
Yeah, the game was released in 2022, and that's when like all of the stuff started to develop more into it and a Kickstarter. So yeah.
We're going to turn the notch up a little bit, alright? These were just some nice warm questions. You know, it wasn't too bad. So the Mudkip may come into it because on this show, we do ask certain questions. If any go too far or you don't want to answer, you can just say your Mudkip. But I think this one will be okay for now. It's not straight into the dark side yet. Who is your best friend online and real life? And how did you meet them?
Real life. Real life, I have two. I will not say actual names for obvious reasons. I am very private as a person. But I met both of them at summer camp. Online, yet again, I have two, maybe three. Right?
Well, I'm going to ask for one. The number one.
You're
online.
making me choose between
Yeah, I'm going to make you
people.
choose. Yep.
I'm prepared to say one answer because that person's watching the stream.
You don't have to say that answer. That's the cop-out answer.
Oh. Oh, this is so tricky. I think Stoppy knows which two people I'm choosing between.
What is
I'm
it
like, obviously her and one other person.
Who is it between?
Do you want to know the two before I make the decision?
Yes, I want to know the two.
So obviously one of them is Stoppy, the other one is B.
Okay. So yeah, I would like you to choose between one of them.
Coin flip. Coin flip.
More it's just because in the sense I met B at this point. I met B twice. I would love to meet Stoppy, don't get me wrong. And also me and B played modern Minecraft a lot, and I showed B around my starter, which hopefully eventually I'll get to show Stoppy and stuff, right? But I spent more time with Stoppy, but like it's a joke in our group that me and B are jokingly twins, right? Because we're so similar in certain ways, right? So I have to choose B.
I am fine with that, Don. I'm not mad. Well, you got in the top 7, you know what I mean? You got in the top 7, and you was number 1 for that. But yeah. Next question. What is your phobia? What is your fear?
2.
What's that?
Actually 3. I have pretty severe arachnophobia. I'm even scared of Minecraft spiders. That is a whole thing that my friends tease me about a lot. Number 2, extreme fear of needles. It took half an hour for me to try and get a shot back when I was like 15, right? That should have taken like a minute. Number 3, this is the most embarrassing one, but I'm still petrified of the dark. My brain runs rampant when I'm in the dark, and I don't like it.
Yeah. Do I be evil?
And
I mean evil. Chad, you know what? Stop it. This is up to you. And the question, I guarantee, it's going to be Mudkipped. Do I be evil? Yes or no? And then don't just a bit. This is going to be brutal. Always. Okay, so blame Stoppy on this one. So, if you can, you know what I mean, only be friends with one of your best friends, which one of them would you murder?
No. I cannot. I did not what? I was trying not to, but I will say I would not contemplate murdering my best friends.
I said it was going to be evil. You can blame Sophie on that one. There you go. We got a Mudkip answer. Are you currently in a relationship?
Nope.
Is there anyone you have a crush on?
Nope.
we got fair enough.
Do you want a quick answer to any relationship questions that I can give in 2 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm aromantic. I don't feel romantic feelings for anyone.
Yeah, that's understandable. Have you ever been camping?
No.
Would
I
you?
never would go.
You would never go. Okay.
I don't like bugs.
Well, we're gonna put this on the question then, just because you don't like bugs. If you was lost in the forest, like, you know, with no Wi-Fi, no navigation, no signal, you have 8 people you can choose to be on this island with you. Who would them 8 people be? And it cannot be on real life side.
I mean, online?
Me
So,
hearing that
yeah,
after, like,
online, yes.
It needs to be online.
my first answer was going to be my mom originally, but because it's online. Me, Stoppy, Weeping. That was like the obvious first 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's tricky. River. I'm just thinking of all the friends I hang out with the most. Even people I don't talk to as much who are cool people, right? I've got 4 out of the 8. Hey, I think Dragon would be useful in survival, and Dragon's a cool person, so hey Dragon, you're coming along.
And not
That's
the first
fine.
time we dragged. Bear.
Oh, I forgot to put Bear in the top 7. Bear would have been in the 7. I keep forgetting about Bear. Bear has been away from online for quite a while now, but Bear is a long old-time friend, right?
Right.
But Bear. Me just looking at my main Discord that I hang out in for people's names.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost, because it would make it funny, and Ryan, because it would make it funny.
Okay. So, out of those 8 people, we're going to shrink that down a bit, alright? But
Okay.
this one might need a bit more. Which 4 of those would help you survive, and why would they be a good fit for a survivor? You know, helping you survive.
Ghost. Ghost. Ghost is very good. Works a very physical job from what I know, right? He says this all the time, so this isn't like a thing. So has at least some basic like strength and like thing, like probably useful if we need to like carry stuff or gather stuff, right? Ryan, I believe, has actually been camping, so Ryan would have basic survival knowledge. I need someone who would be at least somewhat Stoppy, because I think because of what Stoppy does, Stoppy would at least have basic knowledge of first aid.
Let's go, you're the medic, stop it, you're the medic.
My liability of getting injured constantly, I might need some help. Last person. Weepin seems to have pretty decent knowledge of this kind of stuff as well, so I'd say Weepin.
Can we all just say, I don't know your history between you and Ghosty. Is that the first compliment you've just give Ghosty? And it was live?
No, Ghost we sometimes give compliments, but most of our just like, it's like we jokingly insult each other all the time, but at the same time, Ghost is also like, if anyone messes with me, I will fight kind of situation, right?
That's why I said it was our rarest compliment. Is that a compliment? Because
it was pretty rare. It's pretty rare I compliment Ghost.
Stoppy has also been camping. But it's, fair enough. How did you get into streaming?
Out of Salem, actually. I've always wanted to do content. I used to do like silly little YouTube videos as a kid, from like Roblox videos, because I wasn't allowed to have my mic on with no mic, or like I tried to make I had these little mushy monster figures, and I used to try and make little mushy monster news with the figures, like stop animation style, because I couldn't figure out how to record on my DS. I was literally trying to make this with a DS as a kid. So I've always wanted to do some sort of content, but I would say, like, watching Town of Salem streamers when I first got into Town of Salem back in June 2020, and then be like, oh, I can do this. Also, I'm an adult now, so try me. So I started, and also Minecraft streamers, so I started streaming Town of Salem and Minecraft in that November of that year. Like, oh, look, I'm an adult, I can do this now, and look, people are doing the games I enjoy as well, I can try it. Situation.
Okay. 5 people you look up to on the online in the online world, and why? And not it can't be height wise. That doesn't count.
Jokingly, I could have made a good joke with that on any tall person because I'm 4'10".
Jeez, you're tiny.
But I'd have to. I'm going to include people who have passed away, because I have to say top of that list is Technoblade. Like, utmost respect for Technoblade, what he did, especially later on in his life when he found out he was ill. He was still keeping the community's like spirits up, as well as fundraise charity continuously. I would say that's one.
And I'm going to cut you off there because, you know, I think that one was an obvious answer. Such an amazing person. I'm going to take that off your list.
Okay. So, this is going to be another Minecraft one. It feels like Minecraft.
Yeah.
He seems like very stuck to his morals, sticks to what he thinks is right. Very much like he's kind of is there as kind of like he's one of the older people in the Minecraft community, right? And he kind of is like there supporting older people. Another one, Eric, LGBTQ plus icon. Very supportive, again, very stuck to their beliefs, stuff like that. Any more? I don't just want to do Minecraft, and it's probably not, because even then, like, but I do have to say at least one more Minecraft with Captain Sparkles. One of the ones I've watched ever since I was a kid. Just got a DM from Ghost about the desert island. I just need to mention. I just got a DM from Ghost about that. Yeah, one of the first people I watched, I love how, like, especially with content creators and stuff, they can uplift people's spirits while still sticking to what they believe is right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I got 2 more. And as I said, I will not go Minecraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's just a cop-out. Because I grew up watching Minecraft.
I think most people did, to be fair.
Yeah. Because I want to say Stampy now, because like Stampy means so much to me growing up as a kid watching Lovely World, right?
Yeah.
Stampy was one of the people that made me want to create content, because I wanted to make people smile like a lot of these YouTubers, right?
Mm-hmm.
The last one. Recommend 7, a Pokemon YouTuber, right? Who very recently has been bringing the community together in shiny events. I admire his ability to bring the community together. People from like I never thought I would see interacting to all do a common goal. Like there's people I'd never seen interact before, right?
Yeah.
all working together for a common goal of let's catch all the shinies of this generation. Like 24 hours, we got this, all working together, all like collaborating. People you think wouldn't really as much talk to each other as you would expect, right?
Yeah.
And those kind of events.
Yeah.
Fair. You know what?
You didn't say the person's name. That's the funny part. 'Cause I know who you're talking to.
Seven.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear
Yeah,
you say
they
it.
did.
I did not. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, you're too busy being
Felt like you
Mudkip.
knew who I was talking about, even though I did say the name. But yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
hear it. You still
No, I already know.
If it's Pokemon related, he knows everything about Pokemon, pretty much. He's a Pokemon nerd. You know what I want to do? You mentioned Stampy. Let's hear Stampy's intro. Your Stampy intro impression.
I haven't watched it in so long. I don't know the words. I know some of them, but not all of them.
Do what you know. Do the start of it.
Hey, I can't do the voice.
No, come on. Give us the voice. Go on, do the voice.
Hey, I can't do voices. Hey, Stampy Cat here, and for another episode of of the lovely world. I'm here with Lee Bear. I'm just mentioning the ones I used to watch. I know thing, and that's all I know.
That's not even the intro.
And like stuff about cake. I tried.
Lobster, do you know the intro?
My head.
Go for it.
No,
If you do it, I will do it.
I don't even remember it off my head.
I know it. I think off the top of my head. Well,
I don't have the voice to pull it off.
You know what? I'll do it, but then you've got to do it afterwards, Lobster.
Doesn't mean I have to.
With the voice. No, you go. Yes? We agree? The content. Come on, Lobster.
I
Chat.
don't remember.
I'll go first, and then you'll just have to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, go for it.
Hello, Chloe. You promise you'll do it? Mudkip? Come on. He doesn't want to, but come on, Mudkip. If I'm doing it, you're doing it.
That wasn't in my agreement.
Well, you know what? You're in the contract. You go.
I'm already dealing with my number going up.
No, I'll do the. I don't like. You know what I mean? The content.
Go for it.
Go for it. Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome back to my Minecraft lovely world, or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah,
But that was
that's what
I remember of it.
You made me remember all the words.
Yeah, I might have mumbled up the thing, but I know it was hello, you know, welcome to my lovely. My name's Stampy, and welcome to my lovely world.
It is, yeah, it is the hello.
Yeah.
This is Stampy in my lovely world, and then like
Yeah.
it's like it says like welcome back or like something
Yeah.
like.
The one I remember words without voice is hello, this is Stampy, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video.
With
and
squid.
Today is another video in Stampy's lovely world.
There you go.
That's what I know.
Yeah, that's the actual thing.
Well, I technically did the intro, just not.
Come on, with the voice, Lobster. Go with the voice.
I don't. I'm too tired to do the voice.
Come on, content. Come on, Mudkip. I remember the Jacksepticeye Happy Wheels intro.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Morning, Eli.
Don't worry. Episode 10 is going to be spicy, and you don't want to miss it.
I remember hearing the whoosh from Jacksepticeye. That intro is very iconic in that.
What's the most embarrassing thing what has happened to you online and real life? I'm not drunk enough for this.
Online, because I'm very careful online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you count an emotional breakdown on stream. In the middle of Clock Tower, that happened.
Do I allow
offline
that?
when I was like,
No, I'm
it was
not
a big
allowing
one
that.
that made the night take 30 minutes.
You know what? For a change,
Um,
I'll allow it. Just this once.
And my skirt falling down. Have you ever played like those games where you have like a thing around your ankle and you kind of have to, and it spins and you skip over the thing that's spinning around because you're spinning it on the other foot? And my
Yeah.
skirt fell down in the middle of that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. I'm getting
Luckily, I was going tight.
I'm guessing Little Tony's ghost.
That is Ghost.
Yeah.
Screw you, Ghost.
I'm not drunk enough. Well, Ghost, if you got any embarrassing questions or any questions you want to put Dawn under the spotlight, go ahead. Let's, you know what I mean? You can interrogate them as much as you like. I remember those. They was like, ankle. When I'm trying off, it all depends for me. Low. What is your most embarrassing excuse to not do something?
To not do anything. So actually, none popped to my head. Genuinely. Probably because nowadays I have a terrible memory, right? And also nowadays I don't plan stuff as much. Unless you count like getting super fixated on something and not wanting to go away from the thing I'm super fixated on.
No.
That it would be literally the only excuse I can think of because I very rarely make excuses for stuff.
My favourite one is the dentist.
Oh, an officer.
If I can't, I'm at the dentist, so I can't make it.
I listen to that excuse so often.
I would say me being at the hairdressers, but the funny thing is, that was actually true. It wasn't an excuse. I missed the thing because my hairdresser's appointment took longer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah. You know what? Ghost, if you are still in the chat, choose a number for us. Let's see if Ghost is still in the chat for my next question. But while we're waiting for that number, 69. Yeah, yeah. You know what? We'll do that number, okay? Why not? 69 people, who you would like to get to know more.
Not many people.
Evil Chloe.
Yeah, blame Chloe on that.
I'm so sure.
What about these stuff?
If I know what is 69.
I'm just gonna go in a Discord server I'm in. This is when I'm active in the events they do and start naming people, okay?
You know, we'll die it back from 69 to give you a chance. So we'll do 8 people who you don't talk to, who you have met, who you would want to get to know better.
Fiona Leopard, someone I play a few Clock Tower games with. A lot of these are going to be Clock Tower people. I'm saying like people I've played games with, but like I don't talk to outside of game. But when we talk, it's only really game related. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think. Malachi, Maddo, who I haven't played with for a long time. Kaza, Mathblade. We talk a little bit outside game, but usually it's just giving each other boops. That is literally it. Like at the end of a game, we'll quickly like go, "Oh yeah, boops for you," kind of situation.
Oh, we got denied them. That's not loud.
Okay. So 4 still then.
No, it counts. I just denied the boobs. It's a thing I did. We denied the boobs.
Yeah, any boops that happen, why try will die?
Yeah, Hallow, who I haven't talked to for thing. I'm gonna say someone who I talked to very few times, might see them in the stream, say hi to them in chat, or like quickly pop into a VC, say hi, but that's as far as our conversation really goes, right?
Hmm.
And that person's actually in chat, Chloe.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
looks
what?
directly at Chloe, just like, Chloe.
There you go. You was one of the 69s, Chloe.
I
Two. I don't think I can. I think I've interacted with that person too much for that person to count, so I can't count that person.
It's gonna be a big bad boy. Sorry, I've got to deny your boots there, Ghosty.
Looking at Clock Tower people and realizing I talk to a lot of these people. Neen, who I'm invited to like one thing, but other than that, we don't talk except me popping into chat or sometimes Clock Tower games. I barely ever play with Neen, right?
Yeah.
And the last one. Pan Pan was chill when I used to play with Pan Pan, so I'd say Pan Pan.
Okay. Ooh, you know what? We'll do this one. Two people who you've met online who you regret meeting.
I have one, but I don't remember the person's name, but I've tried to erase the person from my memory. Because the person was ignorant and rude. Most might remember the person's name because I used to rant about this person, but it was a person I met during Clock Tower, right? I think Puck or something, was his name. Very ignorant and rude person that I think, and like that was a really tricky situation, I would say. Was Puck but Puck has made multiple people of my friends mad in the Clock Tower community, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people just refuse to play. I don't even know if that's the right name, but like Ghost knows what I'm talking about is the thing, right? Oh, you don't know what's going on.
Ghost does not.
The one person who has made me and Baloo mad, in Clock Tower, like both of us, and that's a rare occurrence.
Yeah, this is a podcast where we ask and Dawn questions, to get to know them. Can be real life or online. FBI interrogation style. So, that's kind of what is going on here.
The other one, I'm not going. It's less. There is some regret. I'm not going to go into it. Like, because the reason I can say I regret meeting this person is because I met other people around the same time that still would have caused me to meet everyone I met today without this person. But I think Dragon would remember this name, Tani.
Yeah.
Okay. See, you know what I was shocked at you didn't say? Because, you know, the banter. Surprised you didn't say Ghost as a joke, because he's in chat, so you can throw some shade at Ghost, you know?
Oh, I say it all the time. That's the thing. And Ghost knows I'm joking. I say it all the time. Like, why did I even become friends with you guys? I say that so much.
But yeah, that's fair enough. What's one life lesson you've learned from your past?
Not to be so trusting. I used to be a very trusting person as early teens and younger. Probably why I'm so closed off now than I used to be. I'm not going to go into obviously why, but also don't get too attached sometimes. People can just up and leave and disappear, especially when they're just online friends. Don't become too attached unless you know it's unlikely they're going to disappear. Like some of my friends now, I'm really good friends with, and it's very unlikely, but I have had people just up and disappear.
Yeah. Lobster, do you want to ask the next question?
Yeah, a question?
Yeah, you got a question?
I didn't have a question. I was put in chat how the Mudkip Flip-Flop just seems like my mood today.
Yeah, that's why I said, do you want to ask the next question?
Oh, Lord. Let's do like we mentioned Blind Clock Tower and all that. Let's go, like, let's, what's it called? Like, say top 5 roles, like enjoyable roles, or just how you play them that you enjoy. It could be like a single game that you played as it, but you really enjoyed it, or
This is
just
a
something
very
overall.
easy question, I'll be honest, because I play
I'm
a lot of
not
Clock Tower.
I'm the good guy
Yeah.
here. I don't ask hard questions.
I'm just counting them so I make sure I get the right ones. 1, 2, 3, and then actually it's like I've got top 3, and then it's like which ones do I pick? You know what I mean? 4. I have 4 out of 5 of these are going to be for partially the same reason. Actually, no, I'm going to remove that one off my list and put you on there. Okay, number 5 is Simon. I just like the puzzle aspects. Like, Amnesiac would be up here as well, right? But there's only 5 spots, so I put Savant here. And the puzzle aspect, trying to find out which is the truth, which is the lie. Also, just to reference someone in chat, hey Ghost, I know that's your least favourite role, that's why I made you Sarah mad as it. Number 4 is Sweetheart, favourite outsider. It's just fun to play. It's a bit boring, but it's kind of like, oh yeah, if you get killed, you make someone drunk. Okay, I'm just gonna lie to everyone and pretend I'm important. Number 3, pure chaos and fun. My favourite minion, Sarah Novus. Time to make everyone mad as rolls and mess with my friends. If I can make B mad as the empath, I'm gonna make B mad as the empath. Most mad as the savant, Stoppy mad as the sailor, all that. I like how most of them is their favourite role. Ghost, I make him mad as his least favourite role, because it's Ghost. Number 2, philosopher. I can become anything I want on the script that is good aligned. So try me, I will be the philosopher. I will be whatever I want to be. And number 1, Pixie. Madness is my favourite mechanic. I get to be mad about being a good person's role, and then if I am good at being mad, I get to stay that role. I get to become that role, basically.
For me, something that seems interesting is, what's it called? I can't think of the name. How do I was just thinking of the name. I can't think of it now. It's the outsider.
It's the angel outsider Saint.
Yeah, Saint. I love playing Saint because I can just be chaotic and all that, and like, I can be chaotic, but also be like, just do me pretty much,
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow, by the way, girls, and welcome. He also said you like madness because you're a mad thing, Dawn. So you're a mad thing now. Not a mad person, mad thing, Dawn.
Ghost calls me an eldritch abomination because for a long time Ghost didn't know what I looked like, so said he just pictured me as an eldritch abomination.
There we go then. We haven't touched on this subject much, but what's your food palette like?
I tend to prefer savoury and salty. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. Like bread-based stuff and meat-based stuff tends to be my favourite. I hate fish though, except for a select few. So, and I love pasta. That would probably be things you would tend to see more bland. Tend to be more I like, except spicy food. I do like spicy food.
To be fair, you are British, so I could see the bland part.
It's more of a situation of like, there's a lot of texture stuff that like I'm very texture sensitive when it comes to food.
Yeah. I always make the joke about the blandness of stuff. I always make that comment.
Well, it's like me hearing an American has a sweet tooth and being like, yeah, well, you add sugar to basically everything. I'm being honest.
Fun fact, I prefer savory more than sweet. I can get down with some sweets.
That was more a joke I would give to B. You know what I mean? That's a joke I would give to B. Because that's the big difference between me and B, is I have a lack of a sweet tooth, B doesn't. B likes sweet stuff.
Okay, I've got another evil question. So would you rather So, would you rather give up all your plushies and gaming, but you still have your two best friends of Bee and Stoppy? Or would you rather give up being friends with Bee and Stoppy for all your plushies and the gaming?
I'm Mudkip. I will not choose that because I mostly interact with Bee and Stoppy through gaming. It's a kind of an impossible question, right? The way we spend time together is playing video games. Kind of an impossible question.
Nah, nah. Yeah, it was an evil question. I expected, especially when somebody said you've got a plushie thing. I was like, I've got to try the question.
I have over 200 plushies.
How many languages do you know?
One, fluently English. Tried to learn others, but they don't tend to stick. Easily, I struggle with learning languages.
What genre of music do you like?
Theatre. Just musical theatre. I'm a musical theatre nerd. All the way.
So that means you liked High School Musical then?
I did like High School Musical as a kid.
Favorite movie of
I
all
actually have
time?
a High School Musical. Sorry. Go ahead.
Favorite music. Favorite movie of all time.
Oh, that's so tricky. Beauty and the Beast, actually. It's not tricky, it's Beauty and the Beast. OG Beauty and the Beast.
Ghost says, Dawn, you are a child. Why did Ghost call you a child?
Ghost, I'm only a year younger than you.
Still baby.
Doesn't
Probably
matter.
because of the amount of plushies I have. Probably because of the amount of plushies I have. I like soft stuff.
We'll bring this question up to light. Hold on. That means why tries a child because he's a year younger than me. Well, that means you're Asian, all right? We know you're Asian, Chloe. You know the years are catching up. But this is another direct question we ask everyone who comes on this show. Obviously, we get input from our guests. If you could choose anyone to come and be interrogated on this show, who would you choose and why?
I already know one of the guests you've had previously, and that being Stoppy. So, but I feel like you probably have already had her as a guest. But I would love seeing Bebop being interrogated.
B has not been on there yet. But it isn't the first time somebody has mentioned their name.
Wait, did Stoppy say B as well?
I believe so, right? I know somebody else.
Making me remember. Why tries trying to make me remember after the week I had?
Yeah, exactly. You're the good cops. You're meant to remember things, with your contracts and, your preparation.
Yes, my preparations.
But yeah, somebody else has recommended be on the spotlight as well, so I'll be maybe. Never say never. Go on, Lobster, you can ask the next one.
What? What are you asking? Making me think of stuff. My head is tired. What do you want?
That's the point. I've got to keep you on your A game.
This one. I'll remember this for later. We mentioned Minecraft in that. Favorite Minecraft server? And, let's say favorite non-modded? If they have, plugins and all that, makes sense. But then... Optifine doesn't count. Meaning, heavy modded. We're saying not heavy mods, like a mod that would change the game. You have to make a mod pack to play that. And then let's do a modded one.
Yeah,
you know.
Favorite non-modded except Optifine would be MC Parks. They basically recreated a lot of the Minecraft parks. A lot of like Disney and Universal in Minecraft and the rides and all that. It's super fun. I was actually on that earlier because they launched a little thing where you could get like a rainbow bubble wand by riding rides beginning with PRIDE to spell pride. Right? I actually did that earlier. Me and Stoppy did that together. I know that's one of Stoppy's favorite servers. Modded. Can I have my own whatever Eterno server I'm hosting at the time so I can play with friends? I don't play on modded servers. Oh wait, no, mystical Cobblemon. Mystical Cobblemon. That's the answer. Mystical Cobblemon.
There we go. Oh, let's see. Stop his done, Jack. Favorite emoji?
Now I need to look at emojis. Give me a second.
Excuse me.
Looking for emojis. Use a snake emoji or a fire emoji the most. I'll be 100% honest. But also the penguin. I don't use face emojis.
Top 3 profile pictures you like the most. Starting with the third best.
Like friends' profile pictures.
It could be friends. It could be, I guess, streamer ones.
I barely remember people's profile pictures, so I'm just gonna have to go with friends. Okay, you're definitely, like, you two are definitely in the top 3. I just need to find a third, right? Actually, this is like, third is gonna be Ari. I know it's pretty simple, but like, I've always like watched Ari's art grow because I've been a fan of Ari and I've watched Ari streams and a somewhat friend, I believe, for a good while now. You know what I mean? And I love like Ari's art style and stuff. Second would be a Trainees, just cool looking profile pic. Old one and new one. Old one I prefer because it had a unicorn on it, right? And first, I really love River's current profile pic.
Yeah, River made a new nice one.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
You having fun with your emojis, Chloe?
Yeah, Chloe likes.
I do want to mention the output to represent.
Yeah. Are you planning on doing any long streams, any charity streams in the future?
I do 8 hours, above 8 hours, probably not for a while. I do 8-hour streams every week. But I'm more planning to try with events to do it more spread out now, to try that now, because long streams were taking a lot out of me, right?
Yeah.
I hope to do a charity stream eventually, but I also want to, if possible, like grow my following to be able to make a difference more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Hello, Minty.
Minty!
Yeah, that one wanted probably to slap me earlier. We made a joke about my assistant, and it was pretty funny, to be fair. But yeah, biggest accomplishment this year so far.
Biggest accomplishment this year. I haven't had many this year. Or really any at all this year, I don't think.
Okay then, we'll adjust it. What is your goal for the end of the year?
Honestly, I don't set many goals. I more, like, my big goal is, like, I want to grow in a way in my channel, but in a way just so I can reach more people to try and put more smiles on people's face, like, cheer people up. Like, that's a big thing with me. Like, I care about, like, trying to make like, if people were feeling bad, maybe put on a smile on their face and stuff.
Yeah. One lesson you would give to a new streamer.
Don't give up. One of my first streams, I got hate rated. Pretty bad by homophobic and transphobic people coming into my chat. I remember panicking. I remember my friend. I didn't have any mods at the time. I messaged two friends who I haven't talked to for a couple years now, who became temporary mods just to deal with that hate raid. I was playing Minecraft. We'd made banners of pride flags, and so they'd seen that and decided to start a hate raid. So even if stuff like that happens, even if bot raids happen, hate raids, like these people just have no life, and so decide to try and ruin other people's fun. Don't let it get to you. I've dealt with my friends getting follow botted or bots in their chats. I'm a moderator for a lot of people. Don't let it get to you. Just continue going. Of course, it might be tricky, but they want your reaction, and the best way is to not, just ban them and move on.
Do you have Ceribot, and if so, how important has that been for you?
I do not have Ceribot.
I would
I
recommend.
only have Nightbot.
I would recommend getting Ceribot. It's one
Yeah,
thing.
Ceribot helps.
Helps with that.
I'll have a
type of
look
stuff.
into it.
No. Ceribot can clutch
Yeah.
in these situations too. Yeah.
Yeah, Ceribot bans all like known bots and all that, and it's really nice.
Yeah, I've actually I've had banned a lot of bot raids. Two big ones. One for my friend Bear a couple of years back, and Stoppy got follow botted more recently, and I banned all of those as well while playing games with Stoppy during that time on stream.
Yeah. If you could change anything from the past to now, what would you change?
I made a lot of mistakes, but I don't know what I would specifically choose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's the problem. I'm an overthinker, is the thing. Like,
Join the club.
I think about
We know.
what if I'd done something differently every single time.
Yeah, we have plenty of overthinkers that we know.
This isn't really, it's more about a change of attitude here. Like, I don't know how to word what's in my head right now. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
It's just like I've dealt with a lot of things where I've had issues with like people who have had situations where you're like, I'm ignoring them or stuff, and this is with a lot of people because I get so focused in something and I struggle to listen when I'm focused, right? I would say a big thing is change attitude, try and listen more. I've been trying to do that more, right? Try and help people who maybe I don't talk to as much feel more included in things I do instead of just going to one side with the same people all the time, right?
Yeah. Fair. If you could have any superpower in the world, what would you want? What would you have? And why?
That's tricky.
Also, Don, I'm sending you my notes. I always send them to people.
Oh yeah, this is his preparation for the podcast.
Yeah, my stack of.
Teleportation.
Why?
I could meet up with people that I might not get to meet up with for a long time because I could just teleport to the city that person's in and we get to meet up, stuff like that. easy access to like friends, get to see friends more because travel's not a problem. Also cheaper holidays in a way. If I could just teleport there. I can save on stuff like flights or travel, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Does chat have any more questions, by the way? These fly by. It's already been an hour and 40. Does chat have any more questions they would like to ask? I haven't been too evil tonight, so...
Yeah.
That's been nice there. But yeah, does chat have any? Do you have any, Lobster, you want to ask?
Not really. Stop, he might.
Stop him, you got any?
The fact Stoppy immediately started putting in chat concerns me. Especially considering Stoppy's one of my closest friends.
Yeah. How have you found this
Stoppy
podcast so far? Have you had fun?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Again, I've never really been like done a podcast or been on a podcast episode before. I jokingly, like, when I heard about this, I said to Stoppy, like, I've always wanted to start a podcast, but I never know what I would do, right? And we made a joke about me, Stoppy, and another friend starting a podcast and just talking about whatever we came up with, probably random stuff for like an hour.
Honestly,
you know what I mean?
That's kind of how it, like, you know what I mean? Like, me and Mudkip made a joke about it. It was like, you know what, let's just get people who are streamers, friends, whoever wants to come on the show. And we just ask questions, real life and online, no preparation. And it's not really any pressure because anything you say just goes on a fly. And you just, like, it's just a general conversation where, and it, like, the time just flies. Like, it's, like, these episodes usually last around this time, 2 hours and that.
Yeah, it usually an hour is our at least, but recently they've been more going towards that 2 hour mark, which we are at an hour 41. So,
Let me have a question.
Yeah, I've seen.
Stoppy has a question. Said, if you could make a new Pokemon game, what starters would it be? And they cannot be any current or old starters from the game.
Okay, first one, a fire snake. I feel like Dragon would have seen this one coming. Me and fire snakes.
It's Terrifier Superior. What do you mean?
Just, yeah, but like an actual like fire starter that starts off like a small little snake and then just becomes like you know what I'm saying, right? Like incredibly scary. Like imagine like fangs of fire kind of snake, right?
They're saying Stoppy is saying a new Pokemon game, but you have to use the current Pokemon like they're currently in the game. Like
free starters. So I'm making a hypothetical Legends trio.
That or
I feel like obvious water starters, Piplup. Like Piplup is gonna be my water starter. My fire starter's Fennekin.
They mean an actual Pokemon.